Traders in the building, welcome to another video, welcome to the channel. We are back with another weekly analysis as expected, of course, but before that I'd like to apologize, man. Last week I didn't post, man, and I feel bad about it, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. We family, it shouldn't be like that, but because we have another video, I believe you're going to forgive me, guys. So I'm gonna make sure that this video counts, and I'm gonna make sure that we kill the market of next week. But obviously I don't decide where the market goes, I just follow price. So if I'm wrong, don't beat me for that. If I'm right, enjoy, right? So in front of us we have the dollar index, gold, US100 and US30, and these are the pairs we'll be analyzing for today. And we start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list, as obvious, right? On dollar index, guys, I am skeptical about it, but I do see a bullish market that is still in formation, right? It's not yet a complete buy, but I do see that this is one trade that has more I have more biased on a buy on dollar index. But now, before that, let me show you why. Let's go through the pair and to understand why we have the trend lines drawn, to understand why we have everything drawn. So this is a resistance that was drawn here, a resisting trend line that was drawn from here. And obviously you see from that first touch, second touch, you would have entered it, third touch, and you would have made money. Somewhere here there was a touch, you would have entered, you would have made money. And I see that we are back again at that resistance, right? We are back at that resistance. Now supporting resistance is also drawn from the touches. Let me try to indicate it. We have touches that we had there. First touches, let me indicate first touch, second touch, and a third touch over there. You could have entered for a fourth touch, made money, and the rest is history, right? So that's how we drew the trend line. We do have a video on trend line trading strategy. You can go and check it out. It will make this whole thing easy for you. So last week I couldn't upload a video, right? And I felt bad about it, as I said. But last week, this is where the market opened, and as we would all expected, we were waiting for sells at that level, because the market, we had a support that we had for the past weeks. There was a support here which supported here once, supported for the second time, supported for the third time, and we all knew that if it breaks that support, it will turn it into resistance, because now support broken turns into it becomes a newly formed resistance, right? But unfortunately that's not what happened, and instead the market came up, and immediately when it got here, it broke again inside the range that we had in the past, and now turning that level we looked at as resistance to support again. And in my mind I was like, nah, now the market is about to go bullish, and everybody else who trades using my strategy of support and resistance, you would know that that was a signal for a buy, right? And then the market went up again, resisted there, it came again for the second time, and I was like, let me make a video. And I analyzed and I saw that this was gonna buy from there, but things happened, man, and this, we saw a buy. And when this market bought, on the other side gold sold, right? And I will explain why there is a negative correlation between the dollar index and gold. What happens is, when the dollar gains in strength, it means now that gold is going to lose in strength. The reason for that is because investors want to put their money where there is value, right? So once dollar gains in value, they want their money to be in the dollar. Once now they take all of their money into the dollar, now gold doesn't have a lot of investors, hence now it will drop. Something like that, man. It's a long story. It needs another video. You can just comment if you want me to go further on that, right? To dive in on that. Now we do see there's a resistance over there of a trend line. Obviously I think that the market is not just needs a lot some time to come to this resistance that was resistance broken, becoming support. It just needs to go there to find its momentum and then buy from that level. That's what I think is waiting to happen on the dollar index for the week that is coming, which is from the 24th until the 28th. Guys, this is what I'm looking for. Now going to another pair, you will notice in my tone I don't have energy. And the reason for that, guys, let me talk to you a minute. Something bad just happened to me. I made a video. This video, I made it, and after I finished making it, I play it and I want to listen to the audio if it's audible or not, only to find the mic was not connected, and actually the video is only sounding, making these sounds like zzz. So this is why my energy is so low. This is why I am like, flip, I'm doing this thing for the second time. But that's what you do when you love what you do, right? That's what you do when you actually care about those who care about you. I know you care about me because you always come to the channel, so I care about you too, guys. So I'm doing it again. Right? On gold, we are very bullish. I'm sorry for that, bullish on gold. But first, let me indicate how gold has been acting for the past months. It has been finding resistance at this level. And last week, 4 weeks back, I believe, no, 3 weeks back, we were at this level and we were in the anticipating sells, right? And what happened? The market did go for sells, but when it got here, it found support at this level, which is, this was resistance for 3 times. You see how it resisted there, and then when it was broken, it became support. The laws of trading were applied. It became support. For the second time again, it became support. Third time, it became support. So again, we are there for the 4th time. Now, we are there for the 4th time. Why wouldn't you buy there? Because that is where the price is shown to be bullish in more than once, right? So that's the psychology behind it. If price is at a level, you don't want to assume a breakout. Some other people will say, nah, I think it's gonna break below, and then from there I'm gonna look for buys at this level. No. Where is it at the moment? It's at a support. From a support, I'm seeing that this market is there is more chances of going up than going down, right? So if it goes up again, we know we have a resistance here that I catered for. You can use this as a first take profit, and from there you can look for sells. But if it ever happens that it breaks below, breaks above, then you can look at that resistance that we always had as now, where you can take those sells and hold them, hopefully until this support over here, right? So that's what could happen. But if ever the market now breaks below, obviously you just have to wait. If it breaks below this level, all you do is to wait until it's here, then you can push it upwards, because that would be the only setup that we have at that time. So now this is all we have for gold. We are bullish on gold for the week that is coming. From here, when the week market opens, you can just enter for buys. Well, I do not encourage you to, but that's what I will do. I'm a gold trader, so this is what I think will happen, though I'm not quite confident in it, because you see this spike below. There was a spike here, but I do believe that price action will still take place in it, right? Now going to US100, I am bearish on it. I'm bearish on US100, and it's not much of a huge setup, right? It's just a thing that can happen in a day. By the way, it can happen in a day. You see how the market dropped and it started to range over here, so we are now at a resistance of a small range, and I see that. Why wouldn't you take a sell? Because look at this. The market is here, it sells, is here, it sells, is here, it take another short position, right? And now we are back there again for the 4th time. So we don't assume a breakout, we just take what's in front of us, and in front of us we have a sell. Take a sell, and when it gets here, just fucking, oh, sorry for that, when it gets here, just buy, right? Just buy. I'm sorry for the language over there. I just got carried away. It does happen sometimes. But now last week, you see how the market, it opened, it dropped, gave a retest, you would have took a sell. And I was there watching the markets like, man, why didn't I make a video? Because now people could have maximized on that. You could have missed that sell, but when it broke this support over there, turning it into resistance, why wouldn't you enter for a sell? If you trade Nasdaq, why wouldn't you enter for that sell, right? That was just the laws of trading in play, and man, it was a good one. Now going on to it, let me go to a daily time frame. I want to show you guys something. I want to teach you guys my strategy, by the way, but I just don't get time to go through it because it's a lot. It's not just one thing, it's 2 things in play, actually 3. Well, it's a lot, right? You notice, man, I use trend lines and I use support and resistances, but I use mostly support and resistance because trend lines in most times they will give you fake outs. First touch, second touch, third touch. Had you entered now, or when the market came here, you see how the market came here. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom. when the market came here, oh come on, when the market came here, you would have entered for buys. You see this wick over there, you would have entered for buys, and this is a good one, man. That is Nasdaq. You would have made some cash over there. You would have made some cash. But if you still didn't use support trend lines, you would notice we had a resistance here, resistance here, resistance. When it got broken, it became support, but and now again it was above resistance. Obviously take buys over there, you would have won, right? So for the week that is coming, I do see that well, for Monday, Nasdaq has more chances of going down, and then maybe from there we will wait to see what will happen. Maybe it can go down, go down so much that it can break the trend line. When it breaks the trend line, we wait for a retest and then maybe continuation to the downside. Or if it breaks now this small channel, we wait for a retest and then we continue with it, maybe up to here or up to wherever it goes, because it's known for being a bullish market, obviously, so we can hold it. That's what I think it's going to happen to Nasdaq for the week that is coming. Now going to US30, which is the last pair. Thank you God, it's the last pair, man. I'm tired, guys. I'm making this thing for the third time. I'm tired, guys. The first time I made it, I made an error. The second time I made it, it was not recording the audio, and now I'm making it for the third time, but I'm making it for you guys. I love you guys. US30, we are obviously bearish on US30. The reason for that is because resistance, 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 broken turns into support. It was support, now it got broken. Obviously it is resistance. Simple mathematics. It's now resistance. But before that, you notice how I'm looking at this market as, man, there was a lot of momentum to the downside, right? Lots and lots of momentum to the downside, and there was an entry there last week that I saw. Man, I just hate myself that I didn't upload last week. I really do, man. I hate. Sorry for that. You see the setup over here. I had something like this. I remember I had something like this, and I said this was a resistance broken. I thought that the market was going to support. It broke below. It came to retest. Let me go to a smaller time frame. 4 hour. It came to retest, a clean retest, man, a clean retest, and then a short position. I was like, man, I should have made that video. I should have made that video, because now my people probably didn't see that, and it's all my fault. But we're going to fix that, guys. We are working on that. We are working on that. I don't think it will happen again, right? I don't think it will happen again. Now US30, like Nasdaq, there is a resistance, and we are currently at that level, exactly at that level. So I see that when the market opens, immediately enter for a sell, right? I know it's gonna open with a huge S spread, but enter for a sell. If you are confident. If you are not, then wait for the market to do whatever you want it to do, but I would be entering for a sell. But obviously if the market breaks above, we will wait for a retest. We wait for a retest, and then we'll take the buys up to there. But if the market now comes to this low and decides to break this low, we wait for a retest, continuation to the downside. Guys, this is what I have for the week of next week, which is from the 24th until the 28th of January 2022, which I believe is the last week of this year. No, what? The last week of January, right? Right, it's the last week of January. So I hope you enjoy this one. I hope you maximize on it, and I hope, man, it's gonna be a great one for all of you guys. If you like this video, do like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think I should add, maybe a pair, because some of you, they trade, I know guys who trade GBP, JPY. I tried to analyze it and they didn't come to the channel again. So I was like, since all people don't comment about GJ, maybe they don't want to see it, and then I excluded it. There are people who trade Bitcoin. There are people who trade. If you want me to add your pair over here, just comment down below, give me a reason, and I will definitely do that. I love you guys. Thank you for watching up to this far. If you want to know how to do my trend lines, there is a video. If you want to know how I do my support and resistances, there is a video. Go and check my channel. I'm done. I'm out, guys. Thank you for watching up to